It was a tricky day for President Trump, as one of his former advisers admitted to lying to the FBI over alleged links with Russia during the 2016 election campaign. Let's have a look at how it's being reported, certainly stateside at the moment. New York Times says former Trump campaign chief is indicted. The Washington Post says 3 former campaign officials charged in Russia probe. And according to the LA Times, 3 of Trump's former top campaign aides face criminal charges. Typically, Donald Trump came out fighting on Twitter, saying, sorry, but this is years ago, before Paul Manafort, that's referring to the former chair of his campaign, part of the Trump campaign. But why aren't crooked Hillary and the Dems, referring to the Democrats, the focus? Also, there is no collusion. Nigel Farage, you had that photo with Donald Trump, good mate of yours. It's nearly a year since he came into, or was elected. It's trouble at his door right now, isn't it?
It was always going to be. I mean, if you take on the establishment, they ain't going to take it lying down. They're always going to fight back. And I think the big story...
Hang on a minute. Sorry, no. Before you go into the big story, I'm a fan of detail. Let's get into the detail. Today, the person that he had as one of his former foreign advisers on the campaign, and he's pictured with him, there's Instagram photos that he's posted, he has said he's pleaded guilty to the FBI about his contacts with a Russian national during his time on the Trump campaign. That is specific, and he's pleaded guilty.
Well, yeah, the fact you know a Russian or drink a glass of vodka does not mean that's collusion with the campaign.
Sorry, this person agreed to meet with him to give him dirt on Hillary Clinton,
and Hillary Clinton,
try and help.
And Hillary
Before
Clinton,
you get to Hillary Clinton, could you respond to this? No, hanging on. You respond to that particular claim, please.
What is collusion?
I didn't say there was collusion. I said he has pleaded guilty to meeting.
Answer the question.
So the special counsel is here. He's been tasked to see if there was collusion between the Trump campaign and the Kremlin.
And to see who's telling the truth.
That is what the investigation is supposed to be about. There's not a single thing that's been produced today that is any evidence of collusion at all.
Well, there's evidence.
In fact, some of the charges go back to 2006.
So your answer is to say none of this is relevant, even though this comes from one moment in the campaign.
None of it is relevant.
But hang on.
How do you know?
If we're in a situation...
Because we're talking about collusion. We're talking about, did the Trump campaign work with the Kremlin in a way that gave it political advantage?
And we hear, and Nigel Farage, today, there is evidence that somebody has pleaded guilty, who was one of his foreign advisers, to meeting with somebody from Russia who said they were connected to Putin and could give them dirt on Hillary during the campaign.
Do you know what?
That is the key difference.
Do you know what? Frankly, I think this makes no difference to the Trump
Jess Phillips, let me bring you in.
None whatsoever.
You may say it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever, but those are the facts. A man has pleaded guilty today. The American public obviously seeing this, also in light of Donald Trump Jr. meeting with somebody. You may not like these facts. He released the emails himself, and then Donald Trump's son-in-law coming in for that same meeting. Collusion, yes, is something that has to be, it's continuing to be investigated, but these are facts. Do you think it should be rerun, the American election?
I mean, I would absolutely love it to be, but I think that the process needs to go on, and we need to have a good airing of this. I think what I find absolutely amazing about what Nigel is saying is that he is absolutely certain there is nothing, as if he has all of the facts and all of the evidence.
Because I'm implicated in it.
The facts of the matter are that this investigation is going on. A man has pled guilty, and the process needs to go on.
You just said you're implicated.
So I'm a person of interest to the FBI, according to the New York Times and the US liberal media, according to one of our Sunday newspapers.
Are you a person of interest? Have you been told that yourself?
I'm at the centre of a web where I'm the bag man.
Is that true?
I'm the bag man carrying state secrets back and forth between Julian Assange and President Trump. So I was also told that UKIP was funded by Russia very heavily. Let me tell you, what this is all about is the establishment can't accept Brexit and Trump, and are desperate to find excuses.
I wouldn't trust you to carry my bag, so I believe you.
And if there's going to be an investigation into whether Trump sought dirt on Hillary from the Russians, well, given that Hillary spent $12 million of her campaign money trying to get dirt the other way around on Trump, I mean, frankly...
Do you think the Russians had nothing to do with the recent elections? Honestly.
Absolutely nothing.
Nigel Farage, very quick question. When did you last speak to Donald Trump?
Not for a bit.
How long ago? When?
A few months ago.
About what?
Nothing to do with you.
Grabbing women?
Secrets.
Excuse me, that is... I'm sorry. That's
what he talks about.
That is deeply insulting, and you are suggesting that I would get involved in those kind of conversations.
I'm saying that you were having a chat with an alpha male.
That is appalling and rude. I don't know who you think you are.